5 reasons Coach Prime and the Colorado football team will have a successful season in 2026. When you look at my thumbnail, you will see 5 individuals on this thumbnail will be the key for Coach Prime and the Colorado football team this year in 2026. And it started with the head coach himself, Coach Prime. Coach Prime so far has done an excellent job. First of all, he's healthy, he's been there, and he evaluated and picked every player that's a part of this team in 2026. He got the coaching staff in. It's a new coaching staff from last year. And when you look at the whole picture, Coach Prime have really done a great job. Only thing now for Coach Prime to do, hold his coaches accountable. Because the coaching staff he brought in, some of them are young, some of them are new in their role, but the main thing, he got them 2 coordinators, the offensive coordinator, Brandon Mary, and the new defensive coordinator, Chris Marv. Let's look at the offensive coordinator, Brandon Mary. He's coming from Sacramento State, a former head coach of Sacramento State. You got to remember, he was also undrafted as a wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins in the NFL. Then he started his career at Arizona State in 2015. 2016, he went to Oklahoma Baptist. Then in 2019, he went to William and Mary as an offensive coordinator and quarterback coach. 2020, Hawaii as a wide receiver coach. All right, if you follow his career in Texas, he was the wide receiver coach. He's the one who brought DeAndre Moore Jr. to Colorado because he played for him at the University of Texas. Then Coach Mary was the offensive coordinator and quarterback coach for UNLV, and that was in 2023. You got to remember, in 2025, as the head coach of Sacramento State, his team rushed for 262 yards per game. He averaged that per game. That's a lot of yards for a rushing team. And also, he averaged 33.8 points per game. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points to be a head coach for a college football team. I don't care what you playing. You can play in youth league. You can play in junior high, high school. It doesn't matter. If you scoring 33 points a game, you should win majority of your game. That's a good hire from Coach Prime and the Colorado football team. Brandon Mary, he's going to be the offensive coordinator, and you already know he got his hands on that quarterback room also. So that's a good hire. Once again, it's a major hire for Coach Prime and the Colorado football team. Now, let's move to the defensive side. The defensive coordinator, the most important one of them all. If you look at last year, they gave up 400 yards per game most of the time. Well, that was up under the former defensive coordinator, Rob Livingston. Rob Livingston left. He has another job with the Denver Broncos as their defensive back coach. Now, Coach Prime promoted his linebacker coach, Chris Marv, who was the defensive coordinator for Virginia Tech. And also, when you look at his background, he also played at a high level when he was playing for several colleges, right? He started off with Vanderbilt as a defensive quality control. In 2016 and 2018, he was the linebacker coach, inside linebacker coach, and in 2019, he was Mississippi State linebacker coach. 2020 through 21, Florida State linebacker coach. 2022 through 2024, that's where he came the Virginia Tech defensive coordinator. When you look at his defense for Virginia Tech when he was the defensive coordinator. Top five. Top five. Top five. He had a top 5 defense in the ACC. They was tough, man. You got to remember, they were going up against Miami, Clemson, Georgia Tech, North Carolina, Florida State, Virginia Tech as a defensive coordinator. 2024, his defense was better than Colorado defense. I'm just trying to tell you what type of person that Coach Prime now brought in to his coaching staff. Chris Marve will be the most important part of this coaching staff for Coach Prime in 2026. If this defense can do what it's supposed to do, like stopping the run and the quarterback run, Colorado going to be in a lot of games, and Coach Prime going to have a successful season this year in 2026. Once again, Chris Marve is a big addition for Coach Prime and the Colorado football team. And also, Coach Marve, he still can lean on the former linebacker coach, Andre Hart, on that coaching side. That's a big plus for Coach Prime and the Colorado football team, that he still got Coach Andre Hart on his staff. Now, let's look at the 2 players that can make this team go in 2026. One of them on the offensive side, and the other one is going to be on the defensive side. Let's look at the offensive side. It started with the quarterback, Junior Lewis. He's coming into his redshirt freshman year. Well, he started 2 games last year. They didn't win those games, but he got the experience and he should understand the speed of the game. Now, right? When you look at Junior Lewis, his attributes, what he brings to the game, he should be able to bring leadership because he's been there before. He can expect what's going to happen. Now, the team going to follow him because he's a quarterback. He must play at a high level. And if he do that, Coach Prime going to have a good chance of winning some games on the offensive side of the ball. Don't turn it over. Understand what defense they in. Come to the line of scrimmage. Make your checks. Look at your reads. And get rid of the football and don't turn it over. If he do that, they're going to have a good season. Because he got a good, strong arm. He's accurate. He know how to maneuver in the pocket. And what surprised me about Junior Lewis last year, he ran the way he ran the ball. He looked fluid. He did better than I thought. And if he can add more to that position for his running the ball, when it comes to that go-go offense, Colorado offense is going to be deadly, y'all. With the wide receivers and the running back. Now, I don't know too much about the offensive line, which will be a key in how many games they win. But for as the quarterback, if they can protect him and he understands what the defense is trying to do to him, because he got a strong arm and quick release to get rid of the football, and some wide receiver that can get off the line of scrimmage and press coverage, Juju going to be hard to handle. He's going to have a good year in 2026. Now, let's look at the defensive side of the ball. The final piece on this 5 reasons Colorado and Coach Prime should have a successful season in 2026. Hey, the one and only, the star of the team, the one that make everything go, Boo Carter. He can play the offensive side. He can play the defensive side. Mainly, you want him on that defensive side in that nickel. Safety. Yes, take care of that slot receiver, because 9 times out of 10, that slot receiver going to be the hot route. He going to be the hot. That receiver going to be the hot for the quarterback on the other side. And he can come down in the box to stop the quarterback run, something that the Colorado football team had to deal with the last 3 seasons, and it haven't been good. If Boo Carter can come down now, because he going to have some safety that's good enough to play physical and downhill with him. Fontenette, Mitchell, and Boo Carter. Yeah, they back in probably one of the best since Shiloh and Cameron Simeon Craig was there. They just are. If you look at the film work from last year, if you look at Mitchell, if you watch Fontenette and Boo Carter, man, look at him. Coach Prime put together a team on the back end of his defense. And I think they're going to play fast, they're going to be physical, and they're going to do whatever it takes. But they shouldn't be able to lead their teams in tackles. That's for those defensive tackles and mostly the linebackers. The linebacker play going to determine what Colorado defense and how many games Colorado going to win. The linebacker. But Boo Carter would make everything go because he got experience. He coming from the SEC. He done played against Georgia. He done played against Texas. Boo Carter coming from Tennessee. He done played against South Carolina. He done played against Alabama. So he understand the physicality of the game. Once again, Boo Carter can play by 5 or 6 positions. He can play the safety. He can play the nickel. He can play running back. You see him in the drill, catching ball out of the backfield as a wide receiver. Punt return, kick return. Boo Carter can make this team take it to another level if he elevate his play on the field. Once again, those are the 5 people. Those are the 5 people that can ensure Coach Prime have a winning season if they do their responsibility. 2 other coordinators, coaches, 2 other players, 1 on offense, 1 on defense. If they do what they're supposed to do, if they live up to the hype of their name, Coach Prime and the Colorado football team will have a winning season. Now, what's a winning season to you may be different from Coach Prime and myself. A winning season, if they can win 6 games, I prefer 8, and I'm looking at the schedule, I can see 8 this year. If they can win 8, Coach Prime has reset the Colorado football team going forward. You watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor. You got to do me a solid. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Will you do that for me? All right. I'll drop another video at 11 o'clock p.m. and 5 o'clock p.m. And I got a live show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with JR Boxing and Greg Seth. Hey, I'm working today. All right. Until then, peace.